Hi, you guys. All right. We have a really, really good live stream. And holy smokes, we got 14 on. It is good to see all of you. I have my Lee automatic processing press set up. It's fun. And I haven't really done a lot on it yet, but I've really got it dialed in. And this would be a very good live stream. So man, I'm gonna have some guys to call off. I'm looking at the comments now, going, "Wow, you guys are really lined up. It is so good to see you." So I hope everyone's having a good week. Tomorrow's Friday, right? And we get the weekend, and hopefully we get a little bit of sun this weekend. That would be nice. So before we get into this, we're going to do a roll call, and then we're going to get into the uh, Lee APP press. I'm going to go back to the beginning of why I originally wanted this, because it's a great press. But then I'm going to set it up for two separate functions. One will be for feeding the cartridge cases, and the other one will be for sizing some bullets. Basic setup on it. I'll be very detailed, and you'll know quite a bit about it when I get done. Now, I'm not a pro. I'm just still in the baby stages, but it's pretty easy to figure out. Okay. So I can see all, you're all on there. I want everyone to type um, whatever you want, and I'll call you out. Okay, it's your floor. Okay, it's your stage. What do you want to say? Right? Okay, J Croc 7, what's up, man? Then we got Chris Robacker. What's up, Highboy? They make great products that are affordable. Yes, they do. They do. Big Jake. This you can do a number of things, Big Jake. I can take my brass and I can resize. I can decap. Um, I can size my bullets. It has a swaging feature on it. You can prime on it. You can essentially do every step on it in the process of reloading and just hand charge. You could do the whole thing right here, okay? And it would do it with precision. And I'm going to explain why in just a second. So, Viejo, awesome Walter, what's up, buddy? Love W. Hey, whatever you want. Michael Dunn. Big Bow 133. God bless you, brother. You got that right. Thomas Herrick, God is great. Yes, he is. He is great. Um, yes, Jerry Bear Tactical, the Lee APP does rock. Here we go. Now we're getting serious. Viejo, Henry Levers. What more do we need, right? Walter's Walter's like following his nails, going, yeah, Henry Levers. That's all we need, right? We don't need anything else. Bobby Barlow, Merry Christmas. Well, Bobby, here's a riddle for you. 6 more of these, and Christmas will be over. You put that together. And then you'll be saying, Happy New Year, Johnny, Johnny Wad. I love my Lee products too. Hammer Down Arsenal. So this is my good friend Scott. Okay, look, he's in Weezer, has his own gun shop. You want a Glock, you can get your Glock. You want a modern gun, you can get your modern gun. If you're looking for something that's true antique, no, a 40-year-old firearm is not antique. 100 years, 100 years. If you're looking for something with beautiful wood, something that they did back in the day, hand fit stuff, he's got, guys, he's a real gun shop, Weiser, Idaho. Check him out. Great guy too, very good guy, humble guy. Hey, Jack Lane, thank you very much. You humble me. Bamadad. Awesome Dale Pogue. And my computer is really going slow here. Hey, Reloader 762 is in the house. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the AP Press, something that Walter said, and he said he would not be without it now. And so, what's this guy saying? Lee Straight. Oh, right on, brother. Right on. You need both. Okay. Walter just said he would not want to be without this. Now, after I'm running this and after I show you what this is going to do, I'm going to show you. It's going to work. It's going to work really good. No questions asked. I'm telling you, now I wouldn't be without it. And Walter might laugh. All of you will laugh. 2 days ago, when I got this all mastered, I was like, I could use 2 of these. Oh, I had to say it, but it's true. When you see this, you're going to go, yeah, a couple of those would be pretty good, really, high boy. So, okay, when they came out with this, the first thing I thought, this is the first thing I thought. Now, you can see this, and hey, we got BFG Precision is in the house. Michael Dunn, Teddy's Gun Shop. If I miss you, get a hold of me. Get my attention. I'll call you off. Okay, the first thing that caught my eye on this was the fact that, like on a reloading press, okay, we have this motion. And even though we have this motion and everything on the ram straight up and down, now we have something different. We have a means of swaging a bullet on a complete centerline axis bore straight up and down. Now, you think about that. Now, let's get in and let's check this out. When I first saw this, I told myself this was key. It compounds, but it's perfectly vertical. So now, whether you're resizing bullets, whatever you're doing, this is going to do it perfectly, okay? So that's the first thing I thought. Now, I'm going to go, hey, we got MacMan 39 Reloading in the house. Good to see you, brother. I'm going to go somewhere where I don't like to go, and I'm going to talk a little bit about politics and COVID, and it's going to be short and to the sweet, okay? I want you guys to go back into COVID. Go back to when COVID started, and you look at all the companies that started buying in on COVID, and they started pulling back, and they started pulling back production. They started limiting what they did. Through COVID, I was so freaking sick of it. I didn't want to look at a mask. I didn't want to support a company that had a mask, and all of a sudden, Lee came out with this, a perfect duel. And I told myself, now here's a company that through COVID didn't go home, didn't cry the blues. Guess what they did? They had this idea, and through COVID, they developed it, and they are, and guys, they're getting them out there. I love it. I love it. I'm telling myself, back when they came out with this, just because of that one thing right there, I want to support this company. And guess what else they had? Ta-da! The six pack, right? I'm telling myself, all these companies running for the hills, sending employees home, and look what Lee's doing. Look what Lee's doing. Yay! That is what I told myself. And so it killed me to have to wait this long. Finally, tax season 2023 comes along, and I am styling. And let me tell you how styling I am. So I got this up running 2, 3 days ago, and after I saw how robust this is and how awesome it is, I got on Lee's website and I ordered a bunch more backup parts for this, and I ordered some more backup parts for my Lee six pack. And I'm going to tell you something right now. I had someone tell me that, their six pack, after so many rounds, wouldn't reload ammo. And I said, well, what was it? Why? Why wasn't it reloading ammo? They couldn't tell me why. I said, come on. You said this six pack won't reload ammo. Why? Because everything on it's replaceable. And so far, to date, I have cranked 700 rounds off my six pack. And I've shot them all. I shot them all. I don't have all the 700 rounds that came off my six pack. Bang, 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 bang. They're gone. They're history. And this machine is ready for more. And I'm asking myself, when I go to Lee's website and I look at all the parts I can buy, anything on this press that breaks, I can go buy for cheap. So okay. Just so y'all know, I had a guy join my Dylan group, and his introduction is, well, I decided to go Dylan because I'm tired of Lee and the plastic parts. He got banned. He's banned. Come on. Dylan doesn't have plastic parts. Give me a break. Okay? You look at what you're paying for Lee. You look at the quality. It is not bad stuff. And so I got online and I ordered about $200 worth of goodies to go on this and backup parts. Okay. So now, I already looked at the roller handle. I looked at that. I was like, I could use the roller handle, but this works. And with that money, I could buy some more bullets or something, maybe down the road. I really like it as it is. I'm not saying the roller handle isn't a nicer option, but this does work. There's nothing wrong with this, okay? So now I'm going to get you close up and show you how this works. And I'm going to set it up to do two different things. The first thing I'm going to set it up for is I'm going to set it up so I can decap cartridge cases, okay? Now, just so you guys know, before I get started, I also ordered another inline rail from Inline Fabrication. It's a 48-inch wide that's going to go all the way across the bottom, and I'll be able to take this bin and move it anywhere. And this means if I want to shift this down and this down and put a second one in here, I can run two of these and I can slide this, the bins. I can add bins. I can catch bullets here. I can catch cases here. I can catch bullets here. I can catch them behind my back with this setup. It's really cool. If you get this from Inline Fabrication, you'll be catching bullets behind your back. It's true. Okay. So this is how this works. Gonna get in close. Okay, rolling from the hot pot, man. Brother, I miss you. How you doing? You see this spring? When you remove this spring, don't come in here and mangle it. Don't do that, okay? It comes off just like that, okay? Now, I already have one guy ask a question in the Lee group. He said, does someone know if Lee sells something to keep this little spring from bending? And I thought to myself, after working with the 6-pack, you see it bending? You see it bending. It's buckling. Let me get you a little closer on that. You see? It's got a curve. When you are adjusting that spring, make sure the top hook is at right here on that portion of the hook and loop, and then just snag it on there. Now look at that. See how that stays straight? And it's almost functioning as a rod. It's really not a spring. It's really not a rod. What it does is it keeps this flowing smoothly, okay? So this piece here, this is your in a case inserter. It inserts the case. You're going to see that it's got the clamps. See how it opens to accept the cartridge case? Right there. It'll open right there, and then it'll transfer it forward, okay? Now I'm going to show you the risers. It comes with 5 risers. We have a short riser, and then they begin incrementing up all the way to our tallest riser. In your mind, you see shorter case, taller case, shorter bullet, taller bullet. The C opening side, that would be for your cartridge cases. The O side is for bullets, okay? Now, if we took this piece and we slid it over just like that, pops into position. Now, I know, now you guys, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. We have 31 people on. Any of you, okay, Walter's going to bust up laughing. Any of you that when you were a kid, you got the toy out of the cereal, we're going to know how to assemble this stuff. Right? It's too easy. I'm like, Lee is on it, right? So we have different risers that we can put on this, okay? So I'm going to put this, I'm going to put this riser, I'll leave it on there, and I'll insert it just like that. Now, Colt 1920, he's laughing. Yeah, we opened up those plastic toys. We put them together. We can snap pieces together. So this is going to ride on there like that, okay? And now I'm going to run a test run. My spring doesn't bend. And now I'm going to show you this. I'm going to grab a case, and this is how you would set this up. So you would set this up. When we come back, you see the jaws open. What you want is you want a case that you want the tallest riser where the case of the mouth is still sticking up above it, okay? So do you see that? Okay, I'm gonna get you even closer up, okay? So you see how that case is sticking up there. So now I'm going to take this piece. And by the way, just so everyone knows, I have 7 videos already made. You're going to start seeing these come live after the 6-pack videos are uploaded. 3D trucking, 3D printing truckers in the house. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart here. I'm kind of thinking that this will be definitely a workshop that we will visit every few months at least on the channel, because it, like Walter said, he wouldn't be without it. Okay, hang on, I'm taking something apart. Okay. When you get this, it's a part like this. And you're going to be looking at two plastic tube supports. One of them has a B on it. The other one has an A. Okay. So we're going to set this up. And we got to figure out which hole we're going to use. So what you want to do is you want to pick a hole that your cartridge case will go through that's the tightest. Okay. So this is the one that's the tightest for my 45 auto. So what I'm going to do is just to the left of that hole, I'm going to put that bolt in. Hey, Jerry Bear Tactical, have a good night, brother. No, only one riser at a time. So now I'm going to tighten it. Okay. And I'm going to start the next one. Get it going right about there. Now, I'm going to show you this. You see that bracket hole? It's going to go just like that, okay? And we're going to have to make an adjustment based off that nut. Here's your adjustment. You want about a coin's distance from the case of the mouth to there. Okay, I think you understand that. So now if I put this back together like this, I always make sure my spring is smooth. Okay. Put my case in there like that. And now I'm going to come down here where I can eyeball it, and I'm going to adjust that screw. You see how I'm just coming down there? Just got maybe enough room I could maybe get a nickel in there. So now I'm going to run this bottom one up. And we are within a half a minute of literally running cases. Well, if I wasn't doing a live stream. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come around here like this, and I'm going to tighten it. Okay, now, one thing I would tell you, you could get away with one wrench, but if you have two wrenches, as you're tightening them, you can turn them at the same distance back and forth and pivot that. In other words, I could grab this and pivot it, but then you're bending it. If you take your wrenches, see how I can kind of turn it? Just like that. And I never torqued that once, okay? So now, the next thing I want to do is going to get the appropriate size shell holder. And this is cool. Leave it to Lee. Leave it to Lee. Air Gun 1776 is in the house. Michael Dunn. They're through. Look at that. They go all the way through. Okay. So now this goes in there like that. We're going to put this up into the breech lock. We're going to turn it into position. And now I got to raise you guys up. You're going to watch this. You're going to watch this. Now I've got my case collators on the way. Hey, we'll see you there, Bravo Delta. So I won't have to put these in one at a time. They should be here, oh, I don't know, sometime here. So now this is going to go something like this. Okay, so that was our test run. That was our test run. Now what I want to do, I'm going to take this die, Mighty Armory die, put it in there just like that. Now, this die, if something happens, you come back and you don't get a case to feed, raise the die so you can pull the handle down so the case inserter will go further back. Okay, so now that we have our decap die in position, I'm going to take all these cases. Now imagine if I had a case collator, so I could just pour them in, you know, a case feeder, basically. What this is going to enable me to do is, in a really high rate of speed, start decapping all my pistol brass, and then I can wet tumble them and then dry them. Okay, it's going to change my process a little bit. So now I'm going to come here like this. Shooter 59 is in the house. He loves his APP. So now I got to ask you guys, I just got to ask you this. If a riser breaks, I ordered 5 backups. You can buy for $15, get on Lee's website, order them, they'll send them to you, or go to your local gun shop, support your local gun shop. You can buy those by the pack. You can pick up a couple extra of the inserters and put them back. So what's going to break on this? You can order these, you can order tubes, right? It's inexpensive. I love it, okay? So now I'm going to set this up so I can size some bullets. Okay? Before we do that, I think we should see this one more time. But I'm going to do something a little different. Okay? Now remember, I've got a case feeder coming. So all I have to do is dump them in there and go. You see this? While all these other companies were running from COVID, Lee was doing this stuff, right? Here we go. Now we're going to decap and catch the primers. Oh, well, I guess it does have a maximum speed. But you guys see how fast I was going. I mean, so as you see, it's got a max speed. Okay, I was really pushing it. Push it, right? But now let's just fill this up. Let's imagine that you have a case feeder and you poured a couple hundred and the case feeder comes with 4 tubes and everything. But now let's just pretend that you have 100 cases or so all loaded in there. Here we go. Woo! There you go. That's what Lee was doing while all the other companies were running from COVID. Lee was putting stuff in action. And yeah, okay. Viejo is saying it should be noted that that's the same bottle that we're using right here on the auto drum. Now, I see Shooter 59 says, I've seen some guys with an adapter to a tube running down to a trash can. You can do that, okay? But the other thing I'm doing is this rail that these hang on. I've got one ordered from Inline Fabrication that's going to go from here to here, and I will be able to move this underneath. I'll have 2 of these, one here, so I can just catch my primers right here, and I can catch my cases, primers here, cases there. So you have options. You can set your bench up how you want, right? So now to remove this, we just do this number and we're out, okay? What do you say we size some bullets? Let's size some bullets. It's just like Ronco. It's a slice-o-matic, but even better, okay? So we're going to do this. I'm going to come over here like this. I'm going to lower you down so you can see. So I'm going to come over here like this. I'm going to loosen that nut right there. Pull your tube out. Get your tube out of the way. Okay, so had an argument with the guy. Okay, got kicked out of the Lee group. He's saying, well, these tubes are cheap. They're not strong. I said, no. These are strong in the way that you use them. You're not supposed to do anything other than use them as feed tubes. And he's arguing with me, and I said, look, Jack, guns are weak. Use a revolver like a hammer. You'll spring the frame. Use a revolver as you need it, and it's very strong. So, you know, just don't listen to these people. You know, it's a good design. It works. Okay. I've removed that. Going to remove the riser. And now I'm going to use the bullet side. Now, I'm going to put my bullet in there. Okay. What I want to do, once again, I'm going to set this up to where I have about a coin distance from the bottom of the tube support to the nose of that bullet. I'm going to run my there we go. So now watch this. You can use one screwdriver, then you're going to have to hold that plastic piece. But if you utilize two screwdrivers, you can tighten them. Now watch that plastic piece. Now I can turn the plastic piece based off the bolt, and I haven't put any torque load on that plastic piece other than tightening it. So you can use two wrenches as a steering wheel to look down that tube support and align it. So now I'm going to use this tube. This was the tube I've fed the cases through, but now this is a little thicker even yet. It's a little thicker. You see that? So I'm going to take the thicker one. I'm going to place it in there like that. And now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to remove that. Stays right inside of the breech lock load system. Okay. Now, I really like the blue, but you can order these in red, blue, gold, and silver. So you could say like, okay, resize is always red. You know, so you can put the color to the die however you want. Okay. So yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. So now what we're going to do, the old guys out there that have been casting bullets and sizing them will be really glad to know that you can use this classic bullet sizing kit right on this. And I'll show you this, okay? So when I ordered this, I was in my mind thinking it would work. And then I got it, and I made a video one morning, and I went to work after that video, and I thought, I hope that works, because I'm ready to make my next video after work setting the bullet sizer up. So I called Lee, and I talked to this guy, Chris, one of the techs over there. He said, yes, you can use that. And so I appreciated that, and I thought about it. Well, this is how it works. Remember on the classic bullet sizing kit that the bullet ram goes where your shell holder went? So now we put that upside down. Now I want you to think about this, okay? I want you to process this. This is perfectly straight axis up and down. We don't have this going on. The movement is straight up and down, okay? So with that ram in there, we're going to have a solid straight push of our bullet through the sizing die, and it's going to be a perfectly aligned bullet every time, okay? So now we go like this. This is our die for sizing. We can do this a number of ways. We could literally thread this into the base. We could thread this into the base and move that over and catch bullets, which is what I will do. But for right now, what we can do is okay, so I'm going to revisit what Viejo said there. So essentially, this die is going to go up there. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Okay, so hang on. I'll show you how this is supposed to work. So now what Walter's saying is this. He's saying that he removes the shuttle. Okay. This is what he's saying. He removes the shuttle. And then he places the bullets in. And he does that. Okay. I tried it that way. Okay. I think you got to just do it the way you want to do it. So now you're going to feed your bullets in upside down. Why? Because a bullet ram should always push the base. You don't push the nose. And since this is upside down, our bullet ram's coming from the top, okay? And you can get this for a 4-tube setup and bullet collator. I believe I don't know. So there we go. Ready? So I was kind of catching up there on the bottom. That might be because I need to raise that tube feeder up just a hair off that. I think I'll try that. Okay, let's do some more. It is, isn't it, Cole? Cole, it's really fast. And I'll tell you something, it's going to be a lot more accurate than your RCBS, unless you have it set up on a coax movement like that. Okay. So now I got to tell you guys this. There's my second shooter 59 says a roll handle for it is a lot more comfortable. Well, you know, I kind of blew my wad, my tax returns, and maybe down the road. So here we go. Ready? Okay, hang on. Oh, you know what I did? Look at that. I put them base first. Don't do that. Don't do that. I wasn't paying attention. But okay, so this is really cool. If you mess up, it's easy. Okay. Hang on. Where's the Leatherman when you need one? Yeah, I put the bullets in upside down. Sure enough. Just so you know, it's super easy pulling them out. Super easy. I'm just gonna push that one through. What the hey? There we go. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do. That's what I get for reading my comments while I'm filling my bullets. I'll just flip this over. Isn't that cool? Now, just so you know, I thought about this. My wife is so awesome. Hey, we got Chris from the 740. Rub Tyree. My wife is so awesome. I gotta tell you guys this. I know that you guys have like really awesome wives also, or kids or grandkids. You guys realize that, like, hang on, I'm gonna give you a better view here. You guys realize that if you were going to, if you had a, let's say, 500 bullets you wanted to do, you could have someone stand there and feed them while you ran the handle. I mean, you could just sit there and go and go and go and go and go. And so this is um, now you go back to what Walter had originally said, that he wouldn't want to be without this. Now I'm like, well, I could use two, really. Um, I'm just saying, have one. You can keep one set up for, like your my 45, to where I'm just racing the. I could have one of these with the tubes all set up for 45 bullets and 45 cases. Then the other one I could have set up for 9mm bullets and 9mm cases. So all you're doing is just swapping and pulling the handle, go, go, go. But right now, one's going to work for me. I'm just saying, this is how handy they are. They're super easy to set up. There's really not much to them. If you break a part, $3, $3, really? It's okay, And I'm going to tell you where reloaders really miss it. Okay, where reloaders really miss it. I don't care what company it is. You're going to break parts on a machine. Where reloaders miss it is they don't have their backup parts. So they break their reloader, especially on a weekend or something, and now it doesn't run. So now they're mad at the company because they got to wait because the company's out, and then when they get it, they're going to ship it. So that's why when I got this figured out 2, 3 nights ago, I loved it, and I said, guess what? I'm going to go and buy my backup parts. That's what I bought. So I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that I bought. Okay. Jeffrey Dole's in the house. So I bought an extra one of each of the risers. I bought, now that I think about it, one case inserter. So I have one of each of the risers and an extra inserter. And I'll probably order another inserter later when my money, they're only like $6, right? I've ordered more tubes. The tubes are like $2 and $3 a piece. Okay. I ordered an entire universal shell holder set. The true holders like you see there. Okay, for those that are just, came on. Let me show you the shell holders here. This is how the shell holders work. See, they just pass all the way through the shell. That's how that works. It's your production line all the way through. Yes, Walter said it. He even has extra stuff for the T7. Your bearings, your springs, your handles, all that. Okay. I agree. There's nothing worse than, you can't reload, but you should. We're all big boys. You get your stuff, and you get it set up and learn it. say, okay, guess what? I think I better order some backup parts, because if I'm broke, I got to rely on me, not another company. Okay. Over here on my 6-pack Pro, which I really like this machine. Um, I think it's ridiculously easy to set up. I ordered another ejector arm for it. I have, I didn't order another slide, I should have. I ordered a complete primer feed system. I ordered 2 new springs. I ordered some more. Oh, next time I'll do the breech lock bushings, more of those. And basically, I just ordered the things that if it breaks, I can keep it running. Okay. So that's pretty much my show, guys. That's all I've got. But I think that it was a pretty good information. How was it? Was it a good live stream? Good live stream or bad live stream, or what do you guys think? I was really glad to get this. So I'm going to say something about like, matter of fact, I think I'll pull a chair up. Like, we'll talk about like, you're welcome, Michael Dunn, Del Pogue, and Bama Dad, Colt 1927s, Reb Tyree. So I'm going to tell you something that I've learned since I've had my channel. So I have my channel, then we have our forum, then I have 6 Facebook groups. Okay. You know what I've learned? Like, you have guys and they want to like badmouth Lee, right? But they're the same ones that are going to badmouth whatever company that they're with because their machine broke and that company just doesn't have the part to send them, or they got to wait just for the amount of time it takes to send it. So what I'm saying is this. When someone says that they don't like what Lee's got going on, I don't understand that. Because, I mean, I can understand that. We all like what we like. But to say it's not a good product when I can rebuild everything on this 6-pack for something short of a wooden nickel, I mean, come on, right? You look at the cost factor, the amount of people that have got into reloading because of Lee that could have otherwise not got into reloading, if you can afford nice stuff, I think that that's great. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with someone owning something that costed a bit more. It's definitely, hey, a Cadillac's a nice car. Not going to down you on that, but when you start looking down your nose at other companies, you say, well, Lee isn't what another company is. Well, yeah, but Lee's a fraction of the price. So how can you even go there? You can't compare apples and oranges. Just take the ones you like and leave the rest for someone else and quit knocking the competition. That's what I have to say. I'm telling you, there's a lot of guys that started out on Lee and they're still on Lee. And I love my Lee. So that's what I want to say, right? And Colt 1927, I started with Lee when I was 14. There you go. That's exactly right. I do love their taper crimp dies. Yeah, especially for that big 45 Colt. So you know what I like? I like guys that are just good reloaders and they like their equipment and They just have fun doing what they do, and that's shoot. We reload to shoot, right? That's what we do. Any questions on this? I would say, yeah, it's great equipment. It really is. You know, I looked at the Lee Pro 1000. That's a 4-hole turret. I think that's pretty cool. Look at the Lee. What is that? What's the? What's the Walter? What's the Lee 3-hole turret cost? I mean, progressive. The Lee 3-hole progressive. What's that called? I think that Bamadad's pretty much right. That's awesome, Jeffrey Dole. You know what, Bobby? I don't know. I had the hardest time finding that. And I ended up having to call Lee. And that's how I got my number. So you're not the only one with that problem. And here's the funny thing, Bobby. When I got off the phone, I told myself, I hope I told them exactly what I needed. I guess I'll see what's going to show up. So I'm not going to tell you what part number I ordered till I see it. So, oh, Teddy's Gun Shop, do it. So now here's what I have. I have 7 setup videos on this. Once the 6-pack videos are done rolling out, this will start rolling out. Okay, wait. I'm going to ask you guys, what do you want me to do? Okay, I will, Bobby. I will. But I don't know if you're talking which bullet feeder. I see. I don't know. I am not there yet. Okay. Um, Pro 1000. Yes, that's it, Walter. That's the 3-hole progressive. What do you guys want me to do? Finish the 6-pack series first, and then I'll start the APP, or you want me to trickle them out together? It doesn't matter to me. They're all done. There you go. There's a man that knows what he's talking about right there. Yes means I'm just waiting here. So my question is do you want me to finish the Lee 6-pack setup series first, or do you want me to integrate it with the APP? Either way, Dell's saying. Okay. Hey, 2 Bugmans in the house. Okay, I will finish the 6-pack first. That way people don't get confused. They're going to start getting confused. So I think that would be best. So tomorrow, the next one for the 6-pack will be up, and we'll be trucking through that. Okay. So you guys are really awesome. So I owe 2 guys a phone call. Yeah. Okay. Well, now wait. Can you use any die in it? I can't get an FW Arms decap die. It's too tall. If you have the wooden roller handle, I guess you have a little more real estate, but just a standard decap die will fit in there. And the threads are 7/8 14ths, okay? I owe Jeffrey Dole a phone call and Colt 1927. So if you guys don't hear from me by Saturday, shoot me a text as a reminder. I've been working such long hours, very, very long, but we're making progress. We are. You're welcome, Michael Dunn. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, man. You guys are really great. So, um, uh, um, they can you lead bullets is like motor oil. It'll be there in 10 million years, ready to go, just the way it was. Probably even a little more pure for you, so it'll do just fine. It's just fine. So, um, yes, okay, Colt. Thank you very much. But no, it don't matter how old the bullets are, um, how old you know the the uh, um, the alloy. It doesn't matter. So, um, okay, guys. I guess the last thing I'll tell you is here's a little trivia. Not that you guys don't know this, but you might not have thought about it. When you are sizing your bullets, the ram is what pushes the base. So if the ram is going from the bottom up, the bullet will be nose up. If the ram is from the top down, the bullet will be nose down. You always size based off of the base of the bullet, not the nose. Because if you size based off the nose, you will distort its critical dimension. Right? When we expand the cartridge case, we do that so we don't shave the base of the bullet or cut into that lead, because that's what's going to deplete us of accuracy, right? Same with the nose. If you're sizing bullets and you push that nose, you're deforming that bullet, and now all accuracy is gone. Okay, so I think you could reload with this, but I think um, uh, it would be very tedious. Except now now we have a question. It's a good question too, because if I did get the bigger roller handle, that would give me more real estate to put a taller rifle die. You know, this moves on that perfect centerline axis, which means if you were to do the entire process up to charging the case, but then you came here to seat the bullet and then crimp, this would make a heck of a precision seater. That's what I think. I think it would be fabulous. But that's just me. Okay, Shooter 59 said it. You can use it as a single stage. It's just going to take more work, you know. There you go. Fortune VL saying Fortune Cookie 45 Long Colt did a series on reloading only with the APP. So it would just be more involvement It would be kind of fun though, really. It's such a nice press. So Teddy's wanting me to finish the 6-pack first. Hey, you got it, buddy. We'll do that. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, here we go. I want everyone to, this one I want you to type. I want you to type that Lee trucked forward through COVID. I noticed that. When I saw that, I said, that's a company that just didn't hunker down and hide. Lee trucked through the COVID, and I'll call you out. Thank you, Michael Dunn. Thank you. I don't have everything for this waging. If I end up, I just kind of like that. If I get it, I will do it. Okay. So, oh my gosh. That's funny right there. Bama Dad. Lee didn't let Fosse derail them. No, they didn't. Dude, boom. I like that. Hit low. Info Brothers said it. Lee trucked forward through COVID. Lee is the best in my eyes for my pocketbook. That's right. There you go, brother. B.A. Hall says it. Agreed. Lee, they trucked through it. I'm serious. I remember when they came out with the APP and the 6-pack. In my line of business, all the companies that weren't moving parts, we couldn't get stuff. We couldn't get product. Everyone's looking around with their hands up in the air. And then Lee comes out with this. And I'm like, you know what? Now there's a company. There's an American shine through company. Remember that. And you guys are gun people. You guys support these companies. Good for you. Good for you. Colt 1927. Bobby Barlow. He knows. He knows. He's a mechanic. Where are the parts? Make them. Get to work. Be strong. Shooter 59. GGW Outdoors. Oh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you guys. You guys are great. Hey, we'll see you at Teddy's Gun Shop. Uh, that's kind of true, too. That's very true. You guys just crack me up. Okay, guys, here we go. God bless you guys. Do something good to lift others up, especially this weekend. You're going to have all weekend to go out and make the world a better place. But make sure throughout your weekend you stop and hold some doors. Tell people to have a good day, right? You see someone and they're out in the grocery store's parking lot, take their card in for them, right? Do good in the world and do it in the name of Christ. We're out in 3, 2, 1. We'll see you guys on the next.